안녕하세요. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Tae.
And hey, this is Gibson, and welcome to the second episode of Almost Korean.
For episode 2, we wanted to dive a little deeper into our experiences in Korean media. We kind of dabbled into some of the Korean shows here. Myself, you, I know I basically met you because of the show. So for those viewers or listeners, you may have heard of a little show called Physical 100. And our main man here, Gibson Kim, he was in the second season. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oof!
Oh,
Snap.
Oh, dude.
Oh, man. Oh,
Here,
I'm back.
Yes.
Woo! All right.
There he is.
So, Tay, you were talking about Physical 100.
Yes.
So it's kind of funny because, like, yes, we're Korean Americans, but there's a lot of Korean Americans living in Korea. I think what makes our experience a little bit more unique is that we had a chance to get seen a little bit more in Korea in general. So since you brought that up, I'll talk a little bit about my experience in general. But what happened was just a normal Korean American guy living a soldier life, right? In Ken Humphreys. And then I had an opportunity to be one of the contestants on Netflix's Physical 100 season 2. It's a physical reality competition show. So easiest way to put about it, if you haven't watched it, it's like American Idol, except that it's like except that it's like physical challenges, right? So yeah, that definitely changed my experience a lot in Korea. And since then, obviously, it's I'll be lying if I said that my experience hasn't been more fun and exciting in Korea since then. That's
a big deal. It's a Netflix. The whole world's like saw the show. Like,
true.
I go on Reddit and like people talk about you on there on Physical 100.
I actually got curious and I looked up my own name on Reddit to see what comes up.
Yes. Yes. Did you see anything like funny or like something that stood out to you?
Yes. Not necessarily the American side with Reddit. They were very encouraging and they were very like supportive.
Yeah.
Nothing too negative. Which I appreciate. Don't get me wrong. There was no hater messages. So I was like, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
But there's another forum called DC Insider.
Okay.
It's kind of like Reddit, but it's a Korean version of it.
Oh, okay.
There was some trash talk.
Ooh.
It was pretty funny. It was actually really funny. The one thing that kind of sticks out to my mind is that the Minecart event, which is the third quest on the show, was the one that got me a lot of attention because if you don't know, basically we had to load up 40 kilograms or about 90 pounds of a sandbag onto a minecart, and then we had to push the minecart. During that particular challenge, I ended up pushing the most amount of weight amongst all the contestants on the show.
1.8 ton.
Right. And it's actually 1.8 ton just a sandbag alone.
Oh,
right.
The minecart.
The minecart weighted another 0.3 ton. So in reality, I ended up pushing 2.1 ton.
Okay. 2.1 ton.
Right. Which is like...
that's crazy.
Like a small SUV in terms of weight.
Yeah. It's nuts.
So that's the one that got me a lot of attention. But the funny part was some dude, actually, I don't know if it's a dude or not, but whoever this person is, this person wrote on that Korean Reddit, hey, do you know why Gibson was able to push all that stuff? I mean, think about it. He had that pretty girl as his partner, Park Hae-yeon, and guess what guys do? When you got another chick next to you, you got natural steroid fueling you throughout the entire episode. And then he just went on and on about it. But the thing is, the way he said it didn't really come off offensive to me.
Really?
It was actually funny.
That sounds...
As I read that, I was like laughing my ass off. And then the comments, the replies that came after that was like, whoever wrote this, you're a genius the way you described it. And they were all laughing. So I was like, okay, it's in good spirit. Okay. So I didn't take too much offense to it. But that one just kind of stands out to me. And of course, there was a bunch of other people saying like, hey, what did Gibson do? Like, what is his background? Because in reality, the Netflix team didn't really do a whole lot in terms of promoting me, which I was butthurt about. I will say that much.
I feel like they have their favorites they want to push out.
They do.
They probably know who's marketable.
They want to put a little bit more focus onto people who already have some sort of an established fan base, if you will. But yeah, overall, it was a really life-changing experience for me because I just went from just a normal guy, with a family going to work to holy crap, now I'm on a show that the entire world is gonna see. And if you didn't know, the first season of Physical 100 was on the top 10 list for global viewing
A
for multiple
huge.
weeks.
It was a popular show.
It
I
was a
think
popular
a lot of
show.
my like friends and family watched it.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I think it's interesting on how we connected because of that
Yeah,
too.
exactly. I was just gonna say
Yeah.
because like we met basically because of the show. So for the listeners and viewers, we're actually fraternity brothers. We were in the same fraternity
Can you
during
tell?
college. Brothers there.
Yeah.
And he posted in our like Facebook group that we're in. He posted that, hey, I'm gonna be in this Korean show. It'd be great if you can like show some support, encouragement. So I was already like watching the show because I watched Physical 100 season 1.
Oh, you did.
before.
You did watch the season 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm already a fan. And then
So
I
you
was
of it.
yeah. And then you were like, oh, season 2's coming out, and I'm gonna be in it. I was like, oh shoot, now I have somebody to root for, somebody I like personally like have connection to,
Right.
and that's how I initially found out about you, and then I found out that you're living in Korea near Kim Humphreys, and at that time I was in the States, and then things developed. My wife got a job here. I was like, oh shoot, I know somebody who lives in Pyeongtaek.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so crazy. So like I hit you up on Facebook, and then you're like, oh yeah, like it's so funny because you told me way later. You told me way later. You're like, oh yeah, I didn't know who you were. I was like, oh great, thanks, man.
I felt bad. I really did feel bad. But the thing is, like, if I remember correctly, I don't know if there was any interaction from Facebook based on that particular post.
I bet you were telling me how there were a lot of people reaching out to you, like saying congratulations and stuff, giving encouragement.
Yeah.
So maybe my message got lost.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because if you mentioned that, and it was like, hey, I'm a PD side brother.
Yeah.
By the way, Pi Delta Psi, that is our fraternity. Had you mentioned that, I would have been like, oh man, really? And then it would have caught my attention right away. But I just don't recall that being mentioned. So maybe that's why.
Maybe I didn't explicitly mention it later. Yeah. But yeah, when I came to Korea, I don't know anybody in Pyeongtaek.
Just so you know, I do not have your name, Young. Okay, I did not cut
your name.
I did not catch a celebrity bug.
I'm too big for you, man.
I'm like, who's this guy? Get out of here! I get on the wait list. Hey, talk to my secretary.
I don't meet my fans through DM.
I keep my Instagram strictly professional. No, it was
only
collabs.
None of that.
It was none of that stuff. For the record. Yeah. Just joking.
Yeah, no. So, finally, he wasn't busy anymore at some point. So we met up at PX. We had lunch, and we started talking. And we're like, oh wow, we're going through similar things.
Similar age.
We're in similar proximity, and just a lot of stuff that like we can connect with. So
absolutely.
And then we started hanging out together. We met some other friends nearby. It's really hard to meet new friends at our age, right? Like as adults.
It's challenging. Yeah. And like even if you do meet people, it's hard to click with them, and it's hard to keep that connection going.
Yeah.
Or make a deeper relationship out of that.
Exactly. A lot of it is surface level. Or a lot of times at our age, we meet a lot of new people through other parents, like through our kids.
Yes.
Right. Like it's great, but a lot of times it's just kind of on a surface level. It's your so-and-so's parents.
Convenient. Yeah. You're just there, so let's be friends. But after that,
similar life stage. Yep. I feel like, I don't know, because if we were in the same fraternity, there's a baseline there. And then I've seen you on like TV show, and like you can talk about the other show that you were on.
Sure.
Since I knew from that, and I just kept watching stuff that you were on. I just felt like, oh
my god! So you watched my terrible acting with Chef Rush? Did you? That's embarrassing.
I wouldn't say terrible.
Yeah. I tried my best.
It was subpar. Like I'm just kidding.
I have no formal training. If you tell me to move some heavy stuff, I can do that.
You can do that very well.
Those are genuine stuff, right? There's no acting required.
You were what, top 20, top 15? Well,
yeah, I made it to the top 20, and even though there was no top 16, top 12, they went from top 20 to top 4, yeah. And then the way they cut it is like they cut one person each round, and so from top 20 they cut 4 people at a time, right? And I was like in the final top 8 before getting.
You were the last couple that got knocked out from your group.
Right? Correct. I was the last one that got knocked out.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen Physical 100, especially season 2, my man, Mr. Gibson Kim is on there.
And if you message me, I'll say, no, I don't need faces.
I'm his secretary. You have to come to me first.
Refer all the questions to Tae, and he'll take care of it. Yes. But the funny thing is, like, what are the chances, right? So you're coming to Korea. Mm-hmm. We have the connection with the same fraternity as brothers. Yeah. And then on top of that, come to find out, this man right here has his own audience of his own. Yeah. So, Tae, would you mind explaining a little bit more about that?
I don't know about audience.
Yeah, you do. You got bigger following than me.
Okay, so I'll briefly, shameless plug of my own social media. I do have a Instagram page called Appa's Diary, and I only have a bigger following because like one of my videos went viral. But so really, the inception of Appa's Diary was to really separate my baby content. When I first had my daughter, I wanted to separate my baby content from my personal content, because once you have a child, like you're flooding your social media page with like
your kids,
pictures and videos, because you're so proud of them, right?
Absolutely.
You're happy to be a new parent.
Absolutely.
And then I was like,
I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it too.
Yeah. So I wanted to kind of steer away from that. I'm like, I'll just create a separate page, and then maybe when they get older, they can look back and like, do that. So I created that page for that purpose. And then at some point I got lazy, and I was like, I can't keep up. And I wasn't really like utilizing social media that much. I was just like busy parenting, right? Like living life.
I mean, those are tough years.
Yeah.
So anybody who's a parent out there can relate, but like those are tough years.
Yeah. I actually started a blog too, and I had like
Did you really?
Yeah, I paid for like hosting, and I was like, oh,
get out.
Like, yeah, I was like,
oh wow.
These are the 10 steps to do whatever. And then I couldn't keep up. It was just too much. And then
wow. You delve into a lot of those things.
Yeah. So like, even though I worked, in a corporate job and stuff, I had these creative things I wanted to do. Like I needed some kind of an outlet, and here I am in Korea now without a full-time job. I get to kind of live that out. So with Appa's Diary, I wanted to revamp. I'm going to go full in and document our experiences in Korea.
It's an opportunity for you.
So yeah, I bought like a pair of Meta glasses, and I was like, hey, I'm going to just record everything and just like post it online. So that's how I revamped Appa's Diary. And for the first, 9 months, I didn't get any like new followings, to be honest, like, because my videos are very, basic, or somebody called it a Gen Z person called it very boomer.
Were you offended by that?
No, I was like, yeah, you're right.
You're right.
I was admitting. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. It looks very Windows Movie Maker. Like, because know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That like
it just hit me.
The stock editor, like movie.
Yeah. It just hit me.
Because I don't have a background in editing and like making,
But I'm assuming you kind of like learned as you went.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So if you go back to one of my first videos, it's terrible. I'm like moving around too much, it's shaky. The fonts are terrible, very boomerish. Maybe it is still, I don't know. But yeah, I did get a little better, more comfortable editing using CapCut and all of that. So at some point I was like trying to follow these trendy videos, audios, and all of that. And then I made this like video about me moving to Korea to become a content creator, and I
thought it was for your wife's job. It was your ambition actually that moved your family to Korea.
Yeah. You gotta fit your story into the content. And then I was like, I didn't make any money. became a part-time English teacher in Korea, and like somehow that video got 12 million views, and I got a bunch of followers from that. So
Tay, I wanted to ask you that. Like, so when that video went viral,
mhm.
like, was the view like skyrocketing like immediately? Because like you got so many views on it. It's like in what 12 plus million views,
Yeah.
right? So like I would imagine like that means like the numbers had to skyrocket immediately.
So in the beginning, it kind of started off slowly.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, I think the first few days it was like my typical view.
No
So like,
way.
if you go back
How
to
does that
that,
happen?
I guess it just gained traction over time. But if you see like some of my friends commented in the beginning, they're like, haha, that's funny. And then like a couple days they were like, this is the video that like went like viral.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, so it got like 10,000 views. I was like, I don't get 10,000 views. And then it hit 100,000 views. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? And then it like hit 1 million. And then I was like, wow, that's crazy. So um you never know with social media.
Yeah.
It's very unpredictable.
Yeah.
I always thought that if I like consistently, like steadily climb,
grow.
it doesn't work
It's not
like
that case.
No, it's just like it could be flat and then it just goes like exponentially go up. So
That's crazy. I wonder
yeah.
what it is that kind of like resonated with so many people.
For me, I feel like almost call it like a social media like algorithm lottery is what I
Algorithm
call it.
lottery.
I hit the
Well, that's
lottery.
an interesting way to put it.
At the right time, at the right place, using the right audio, trendy
Mm,
format. In the name of research,
mm.
I'm on social media a lot now, kind of looking up
You
like
kind of have to,
yeah,
though.
you do
Kind of have
because
to.
you kind of have to like kind of ride the wave
True.
of these like trendy things, and it's hard as a 40-year-old man because I'm just like I gotta feed my kids, I gotta do the dishes, and I gotta like scroll.
It's hard getting out of bed as a 40-year-old.
Oh my God, yeah, I do have a
You're
bunch
already
of
doing a
content
lot,
about
my
that.
friend.
Yeah, I I don't know. I don't know how much I have, like 35, 36,000 followers, but most of that is from that one particular viral video.
That's crazy. How
Because
many?
my next
Yeah.
video, the most view I have is like 200,000. So it's literally just that one video. So you can call
Wow.
me a one hit wonder. I don't know.
Mm, but still, that's amazing.
Yeah. So honestly, it's been fun. Like creating content. I
Mhm,
met people I would have never met. And I went to places
mhm.
that it kind of forced me to like explore and meet new people.
But see,
So
like the one thing I want to point out is like obviously we kind of like got our exposures in different ways.
mm,
So in my case, I had the help of
yeah,
Netflix, a
yeah.
huge platform.
You have your own social media
Right.
page.
I had a really big help with that. But in your case, you're like self-made, right? So I think we come from like a very different avenues on
Yeah.
how we got to that point. But regardless of it, you got your own viewers. I got my own viewers.
Hmm.
I think that's really cool
Yeah.
because I never personally went through what you did, having a viral hit or anything like that. So I don't know what that's like.
It was pretty exciting to say the least. Like
Mm,
got all these like notification, all these like comments from like people, and most of the people were very encouraging.
mm.
They were giving me tips. They're like, "Oh, you should update your font," or like they were giving me
So
tips.
people are doing
Yeah,
that.
some people were giving me
Oh
tips.
wow.
Yeah, they were
Okay.
like DMing me. They're
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I like your content, but you can do this or do this better."
I'm kind of curious, like, were these people like also content creators from You Can Tell? I don't know if you ever looked into their profiles or not, but were they also like diving into it, or was it just like they seem like a regular viewer, a regular Instagram user?
So I remember one particular comment. She's like a younger, like a Gen Zer, and
Mm.
she's like, "Oh, Instagram." She was giving me very like valid tips.
Mm.
She was saying how Instagram's like a month behind TikTok in terms of trends, so
Really?
you should kind of look at TikTok videos and see what you can learn from there, and update your font and like
Ah,
you're like even the format of my videos is a little slow or like like giving me like actual tips that I could like
that's pretty
use.
cool.
So I was like, she's like, oh, or like other people were like, this video went viral because it's funny, relatable, short. Okay, lot of my videos were just like me walking around, like
Mm,
filming whatever I see. I think that experience helped me kind of look at content creation in a different way and like, oh,
mhm.
okay, maybe I can do this to be more relatable or more engaging. So yeah, it's been good. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm still trying to consistently make content, but
Mm.
it's not easy.
It really isn't,
It's
and I
not.
think you put it right. Even with the viral reel, it's no guarantee that
Mhm.
the next one is also going to be
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or if you ever hit that again, like a lot of people end up not doing so. To continuously build upon that, you might think that it's a momentum, and it certainly is. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to take that away. It
it
definitely
is.
is a momentum.
Yeah,
It definitely gives you that boost that you got more people looking at your
yeah,
stuff. But you got to keep building upon it, and they can't be complacent. And I think that's a hard part.
yeah,
That consistency.
yeah. That's the hard part. You
Yeah.
you have to show up because I thought I was doing this for a long time, but like a lot of these people who have like million plus followers, they've been doing it for 5, 6, 10 years. Like they've been doing
Mhm.
it for a long time, right?
And there's also people who do it for like many years and not ever get
No,
there.
exactly.
And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh my God, what continues to push these people to do it? You know, I would have a hard time justifying myself to do that, especially at our stage in life.
yeah.
Just being dads, having kids, having bigger responsibilities in life. I would find that to be very challenging and difficult to justify.
I totally agree because I think at our stage of life, if you're younger, maybe you can experiment and be
For
like, "Oh,
sure.
I want to try to make money doing this and like do something."
For sure.
But at our stage, I think it has to be something you're really passionate about. The views, the followers, the money, like it shouldn't matter to you
Mm,
for you to keep going, right?
mhm,
So like for me, Appa's Diary, it's literally that. It's for me to document my journey, my life, and my kids' life so they can live. Like my kids love watching the videos that I create, and that's what keeps me going,
mm.
right? Because and that's why, and also that's why I keep it very family friendly and
What better
wholesome.
way to
Yeah.
like, have memories that you can look back on later in
Yeah,
life? That's
and, like, this
amazing.
going viral and all those things, that's like a bonus for me.
Mm,
I got I got few, like, brand deals in terms of, like, free products and stuff. I don't, like, have this huge, like, companies, like, coming up to me trying to collab with me, and that's not I it would be cool
mm.
if I got more of that, that'd be great, but, my intention and motivation's always been, like, personally motivated for to document our journey
Okay.
in
So you
Korea.
have a lot more
So,
intrinsic value in like, what you're getting out of this.
yeah.
I think that's a good way to put it because obviously my content is very like focused towards lifting and fitness related contents.
Mhm.
But I'll be honest, like I'm not like 100% diving into, hey, I'm trying to create this into a big fitness Instagram social media following page.
Yeah.
So I do dive into a lot of my family stuff too. And I'm a proud dad. I like to feature my kids too. So I want to kind of somehow incorporate them into it as much as I possibly can, while still keeping the theme of the page to fitness related, right?
Yeah.
So it's not too serious, but at the end of the day, it's my channel, right? And it's whatever I want to do.
Mhm.
And just like how you were talking about documenting the kid stuff was like really, really good. Your kids love it. We also my family also made a YouTube page a while ago, and we had a couple of videos on it that was filmed when my kids were little. We're talking like 4 and like 1.5 year old. And I remember recently I looked back and watched those big clips with my kids, and they loved it. Like they were laughing at themselves. We even have clips of like my daughter farting on the camera when she was like barely 2 years old, and
That's
then
so
now she's
cute.
like almost 5 years old,
So
cracking
cute.
up at that. I'm like, how adorable is that? Like, and I was like, oh my god, you're just like you said, the byproduct. If things go viral and you get followers and you get some other benefits from it, fantastic.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I would love that too. But the fact that I can like create those like everlasting memories, that's priceless.
Yeah.
That is
Sure.
priceless.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what keeps me going. I think you do need some kind of other motivation other than chasing the that next
thing.
viral video or like brand deal or money because
That's not totally in your control.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get disappointed.
Yeah.
And then after a while, you're gonna be like, "Why am I doing this?"
Right.
If you're getting 200-300 views each video, like So
Yeah.
it's been a journey and it's been fun, right? Creating content. It helped me meet new people as well that people I normally wouldn't meet. I have access or like maybe I get invited to like these events in Korea, right? There's a lot of influencers in Korea that kind of highlight Korea, their experiences, and that's something that that I'm interested in and that I follow. So I kind of got into that community and I invited you in some of those events as well.
That was amazing, actually.
Yeah, so we got to meet some of the big name
Right.
influencers like Sean Solo, Bleg, and those guys. So yeah, that's been fun.
I know. That was like, oh man. So that's like the pinnacle, huh? Like if you're a content creator and you keep on climbing the social media ranks, if you will, that's where you
The
end
ranks.
up. But yeah, at the end of the day, just like how you said, like I think we're in like very different stages of life. Those guys are younger. I don't want to say they have less responsibilities because I don't know what they got in their own lives, but they definitely have a little bit less stuff holding them back, if that makes sense. So in that sense, I think it's still cool for us to be able to kind of experience that. Maybe not directly, but indirectly, being in that same circle and just kind of interacting with them, I think is really cool. And it still provided me some valuable insights on what they do. Getting a chance to talk to them, their mindsets, how they approach it. Because sometimes you just don't know how other people do it. And then I think that's always educational.
I also, this keeps us young. I feel like social media
Yes.
is for like young people, right? And the fact that we're in it,
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't know. Give ourselves a little tap on our shoulder.
I actually said, "Oh my god," because I actually had a big. I don't even know how to explain it. So a few days ago, I was at a big a briefing event because of work.
Okay.
Right? There's a big exercise going on, and we had all these like high level officers and like senior enlisted members came together, and we had to brief a big multiple star general. The reason why I bring this up is because I was sitting around in that briefing, and I look around. There's like lieutenant colonels, like people with stars on their chest. And I wasn't thinking about any of that rank stuff. You know what I was thinking? As I look around, I'm like, oh my god, these guys are all crusty, old, have no hair, overweight, have terrible posture. They're like squinting their eyes with their like reading glasses. And I'm like, oh, am I in that stage in life that this is my surrounding? And like it just kind of like hit me real quick. And I was like, holy crap, I am not a 20-year-old anymore. And in that moment, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna fully admit I was not paying attention to the brief whatsoever. I just got like sad, and this sad background song was playing in my head, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm getting old. I'm getting to that stage where people are so resistant to change. They're stuck in their own ways, and I'm becoming that guy." And it just made me want to be like, "No, I refuse. I don't want to. I mean, at some point I will, but that doesn't mean my mindset has to be that."
Hey man,
how do you approach it?
Age is just a number, right? You keep yourself young by working out, powerlifting, like all of that, right? I really do feel like working out, resistance training is like a fountain of youth.
I agree.
I
I definitely agree.
Yeah. So I try to keep myself busy, trying to exercise as well. I'm in a bulking season at the moment.
Bulking season is fun, by the way, for those of you who have never tried it.
Not intentionally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for me, content creation and right now, like signing up to do like a bunch of little acting gigs, performing, like b-boying in like a Korean show.
I'm always very like impressed by your endless energy when it comes to that. Can you talk a little bit more about that? Because That's definitely not my realm of comfort, if you will.
So I I did share this on this little Korean show that I got on when I first came to Korea. I was bored and I just signed up for whatever I could. And on that show, I shared that I auditioned for American Idol.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, this was about 20 plus years ago.
What?
Yeah.
What season was that?
Season 2.
Season 2.
It was
Clay Aiken.
Yes, Clay Aiken and
Ben.
Oh
my God, the Broadway musical girl, right? No. Am I thinking of something
Clay
else?
Aiken was I think he was a runner up, and then Ben, I forgot his last name. It was a big guy.
Oh my God, yes.
Ben Reuter.
Yes.
Yeah. Kelly Clarkson was
First season.
So after I saw that, this was a long time. I'm aging myself, but I just graduated high school, and I saw Kelly Clarkson like becoming the American Idol. I was like, oh, that's my ticket out. Like, because I didn't have like a. That was my ticket out. I didn't have like professional vocal training and stuff, but I just like to go to Noraebang a lot, and like Noraebang is karaoke. And I just like to sing, and I was b-boying at the time and stuff. So I was like, you can try out. So I like looked it up, and they're coming to Washington D.C.
Oh wow!
So I I took a little camping chair by my side and tell anybody because I don't want to tell people if I like don't make it. I don't want to say anything. So I went there. I told my mom and dad. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go camping with my friends. And then I went to Washington Convention Center, and
oh my goodness!
Everyone thinks you go sing in front of those guys, Randy Jackson and Paula Abdul and Simon Cowell.
Was there a preliminary?
Yeah, there's a huge preliminary. There's like a huge room with like, I don't know, maybe 10, 20 tables, 3 judges on each table. They call you up by like 5 people at a time. So I waited for like 20 plus hours. I was like falling asleep on that little camping chair because the line is so long. There's all these, and it was my turn, and I got up. I did like I sang and little, but immediately, so like I would say 99% of the people that tried out, the judges would be like, "Oh, like you guys were great, but you don't have the it factor or like the X factor, the TV personality or whatever." I think I saw one guy who was like dancing crazy. He like made it to the next round. So I think they're just like kind of looking for just different. Like it doesn't matter how good you sing. There were so many talented people there.
I bet.
I
bet.
And I was like, I don't know why I'm here.
Oh wow! So that's kind of funny because so obviously when you watch American Idol, there are ones that are terrible.
Yes, they intentionally.
Which I get that, but like, are those people telling them, "Hey, we're gonna make fun of you. Get on to the next round"? How does that message get passed on to them?
I have no idea. I would probably think that the producers were just encourage them to do what they did in the preliminary. To just be goofy.
I would be so offended if that was one of those people.
Yeah. And
so you got me in because you think I was going to be funny.
Exactly. Maybe the people in it, they're just happy to be there.
Right.
You know?
True. That's
like,
hey, William Hung.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to bring him up. He was a prime example. He set the Asians back 20 years. But like thinking back as a more mature adult, I'm like, dude, he did his thing.
He did his thing. William Hung definitely made a statement. That was his moment, and he really took advantage of it and shined. Yeah. That's how far it carried him.
He did a show with Ricky Martin. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, at least that's relevant.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, yeah, he did his thing.
I would call that a success
for sure. Yeah, people still remember his name. So,
but you had your moment too. You got to talk a little bit about that.
So I was always interested in like music, and like singing, dancing, all of that. So when I first came to Korea, I just like applied to random all these things. And there's a show called 슈퍼콩서트 concert on KBS, and they actually casted me to do it after me submitting a audition tape or whatever.
What'd you have to do?
So they want to highlight they cast kind of amateurs or regular people
Mhm.
who have some talent and come on the show to sing, dance, rap, whatever. So yeah, that was a cool experience. I did that. I also went busking in Hongdae. So yeah, I just kind of put myself.
That takes some courage.
Yeah, I just thought of it as going to 노래방 with people outside watching me. But yeah, it was fun. So for me, it's always not being scared to put yourself out there. Just
Yeah.
kind of do your thing and not worry too much about what other people think about. My wife always makes fun of you, like, you're not good at singing. I'm like, well, I still put myself out there.
Hey, that's better than people who are not trying at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you know, and you with Physical 100, it brought other opportunities too, right?
It did. So me being Korean American, speaking English, and having the U.S. military background, Samyang, which is a huge ramen company in Korea, they were on a project to make a mukbang show targeting North America Gen Z. That was their whole goal. And they wanted to have me on the show as a sidekick to a main character. And I was like, okay, that sounds like a great opportunity. And I'm like, I asked them, hey, who's the main lead? And they said, Chef Andre Rush. And I was like, wait a second, are we talking about the Andre Rush? And they're like, yeah. Wow. I was like, that's amazing.
Huge personality.
Yeah, absolutely. So Andre Rush, having been an active duty military member and then now having a huge social media presence, I thought it was a perfect transition to go from Physical 100 to that. And the timing was also perfect. So I got to travel all over Korea, even Ulleungdo, which is a 7-hour cruise.
I always wanted to go there.
It's a beautiful island, actually. Yeah, and that was really cool. So it's on YouTube. It's on a YouTube channel called Chonmat. Yep, JOHN MAAT, I believe. Under a name called Mep Squad. Mep from Spicy.
Mewo,
right? Squad. So it was Andre Rush, me, and this one other guy. So we traveled all over Korea, and I think we went to like 40 to 50 different restaurants, just eating, enjoying.
I saw you guys also eating like burdak ramen with extra like burdak sauce.
That was in Ulleungdo.
Oh, that
episode was in Ulleungdo.
God.
Yeah.
So I watched all of it.
Oh, nice. Oh man, so you got to see how cheesy and how awful I am in acting.
It wasn't too bad.
So yeah, it was awesome. Like looking back at it, I'm like really glad I got a chance to do that because like no one can take that away. That'll always be there.
It's just great experience. We can continue working on our corporate jobs and stuff, but we got to experience all those things and kind of put ourselves out there. Yeah. Nobody will know what you're capable of if you don't put yourself out there
100%.
To be discovered.
100%. Right? You could have the best talent in the world. I mean, but if nobody sees it, then I'm sorry, it just might not lead to anything.
So like nowadays, I know we're a little bit older in this game, but people see social media platform as like a social currency now. Like you gotta have a platform and build it to let yourself be discovered so that you can have opportunities.
100%.
Right? Even like businesses have Instagram and TikTok and making these like marketable videos to promote themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like we got so much tool nowadays. I mean, this is not like 10, 15 years ago. We have so much tools at our fingertips. It's just a matter of like utilizing them and then putting your efforts out there.
Yeah. So even us doing this podcast, we're putting ourselves out there, putting our lives, our stories out there to share. And obviously, it's for the listeners and viewers to enjoy, but also this is for ourselves, right? Like this is an excuse for me to learn more about you and get to hang out with you on a regular basis.
Same here.
And just kind of commiserate our our lives together.
And it's fun.
So this is fun. This is great. We're working with like humble equipments and stuff, but we're doing it.
Mhm.
We're out here doing it.
I think
So
that's the important part.
yeah.
And I think Tay, like with that, like people obviously if they look into KBS and see your thing, see
Mhm,
Netflix and see what I did, they get to see that small percentage of our lives.
mhm.
But I think that's such a small aperture, like a small lens, right?
Yeah.
I
It's
think it'll be interesting if we can kind of dive a little bit more into our personal lives, what it's actually like to be us, outside of like the cameras on our faces.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to go deeper, like than surface level, superficial level, really talk about, our lives and our experiences. I don't know how much they would find it interesting, but again, all else fails, I get to know you better, you get to
Yep.
know me better, and uh, building network experiences,
Yep.
connections,
Yep. What
right?
do you think? Do you think it's gonna be interesting? Comment down below.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely, I would love to go a little bit into that. And I think, hey, you stay tuned,
Mhm.
find a
Yeah.
little bit more about Abba's Diary and Bartlett Approach
Yes.
and
With
what they're
that
like.
said,
Yeah.
check out Netflix show, YouTube. Yeah, this was a great episode. We shared like sliver of you know our stories here, but tune in for next episodes and other episodes
Yeah.
where we dive deep.
Thanks for joining in today.
All right, almost Korean. Peace.